Listen, your confidence was never meant to be a fleeting emotion. It is a covenantal positioning. If you are feeling small, it's because you've forgotten whose DNA is woven into your spirit. You've been looking at your circumstances through the lens of a victim when you were engineered to be a victor. Today, we are rewriting your internal script. We are activating the 5 biblical pillars of unshakable confidence. First, you must master the principle of original intent. Genesis 1 verse 26 declares you were made in the image and likeness of the Creator. Confidence begins when you stop looking at your flaws and start looking at your blueprint. You are not an accident. You are a strategic release of God's glory into the earth. Today, declare that you are God's masterpiece and refuse to settle for a substandard version of yourself. Your confidence is rooted in your origin. Second principle is activate the principle of mental renovation. Romans 12 verse 2 commands us, do not be conformed, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Your confidence is leaking because your mental operating system is outdated. You cannot build a high-level life on low-level thoughts. You must evict every thought of I can't and I'm not enough. Those are illegal squatters in the temple of your mind. Command your intellect to align with the mind of Christ. Third, you must stand on the principle of the fearless spirit. 2 Timothy 1 verse 7 is your legal defense. God has not given you a spirit of fear. If fear is present, it didn't come from Him. He gave you power, the ability to act, love, the motive for acting, and a sound mind, the clarity to act. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the realization that fear is an imposter with no legal standing in your life. Rebuke the spirit of intimidation and call forth the lion within you. Fourth principle, principle of Christocentric capacity. Philippians 4 verse 13 isn't just a verse. It's a capacity statement. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Your confidence doesn't come from your resume. It comes from your resource. When the task is bigger than you, remember, the greater one lives on the inside. You aren't working for victory. You are working from victory. Finally, walk in the principle of predestined purpose. Ephesians 2 verse 10 says you are God's workmanship, created for good works prepared beforehand. You have a predetermined success. Confidence is simply the outward manifestation of knowing you are on a scheduled assignment. You don't have to compete. You just have to occupy. Command your soul to align with these truths. Stand up. Speak out. Walk into the room as if you own it, not because of who you are, but because of whom you are. Your confidence is your weapon. Always remember God loves you.